Hey guys, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. So for this week, I'm planning out the week of September 7th through the 13th, and I'm using the Aspyn kit that is from Scribble Co. I feel like it has been a decent amount of time since I've actually had to record a voiceover, let alone film one. Actually, I filmed this video before, I actually filmed this a while ago, and I just never got the voiceover for it, and I feel like I need to give you guys a little bit of an update because I feel like it's been a little while. So for those of you who do not follow me on my Instagram, I did post on there that I had to send in my computer to finally get it fixed. I have been having computer issues for 5 months now. Since April, I've been having computer issues where essentially if I fully opened my screen on my laptop, I was not able to see it. My whole entire backlight on my screen would go completely black. So I had to kind of work around it in order to be able to edit and upload videos. When I first found this out, I actually was projecting my screen of my laptop onto my iPad, and it lagged so bad. I then realized that after maybe a quarter of the way of me opening my laptop, or before I opened it past that, I was able to see my screen. So that was how I had edited videos since then. But now, guys, I have my computer back. It got fixed. Thankfully, it only took 5 days. It didn't take very long. But thankfully it didn't take insanely long because I said it would take 5 to 7 business days. I think it took 5. I don't know exactly how many it took, but it's fixed. She's beautiful and I love it because I'm actually back to normal when it comes to me actually being able to film, or not film. Oh my god, why do I keep saying film? Filming has been the same process, editing videos and uploading them, and honestly it's just nice to be able to use my computer again without having to prop something else underneath it and actually do it that way. So that is my update on why my videos have not been up. I'm really sad too because I was finally pretty much caught up on Plan With Me's, and now I am behind again because this is the week of September 7th and I am filming this voiceover or recording this voiceover on October 7th, so I'm now officially a month behind, but it's okay. So that's one update. The second update, I've had a couple of people message me about this, which I appreciate all the people who have messaged me about it. For anyone who is wondering, or if you don't know, I do work at Disneyland, and I just want to address this just really quickly. There's a plane outside. If you can hear that, I'm so sorry. I want to address it really quickly just because I have been getting those messages from people that I do genuinely appreciate. So Disney announced last week, I think it was last week, that they were going to be laying off 28,000 employees. At the time of me recording this voiceover, I unfortunately am uncertain on what my status is with my job. I do have a little bit of a higher chance of not getting laid off purely just because I am in a union, and also I have seniority on my side. I have worked with Disney for 6 years, so I do have some seniority on my side, but unfortunately no one is safe at the moment, and I am also uncertain on what my job status is. So I do appreciate those of you who have reached out and just wanted to make sure that I was okay and that you were sending good vibes and positive vibes towards me. I 100% appreciate all of you guys who have done that. So I did want to address it because it will be coming up in my planner. I will be obviously marking it in my planner. I will say it has caused a lot of anxiety. It has caused me to kind of second guess a lot of things, and also just kind of think about how, if I do go back to work, how different it's going to be, because there are people who are my friends that I work with every day that I'm never going to see at work again because they have gotten laid off. So it is a little bit of a hard time for me at the moment, but again, thank you so much for all of you guys who did leave me those positive messages because I really needed it at that time. So yeah, that is my little update on my life. I wanted to address it really quickly just so you guys can kind of just know what's happening essentially with my life. Also, as I talk about anxiety and stuff like that, I was very much in my feelings this week that the Plan With Me is actually happening, the week of September 7th. I was very much in my feelings. Did I have a panic attack? I think I did. Yeah, I did at least have a panic attack this week. So we've been having a little bit of a struggle lately, but it's okay. We're we're getting through it. 2020 has just been a very rough and interesting year. So we're taking it day by day, and I appreciate all of you guys for all the positive comments. Okay, let's actually get into the plans, because that is what we're doing, and we're already on to that part. So in the sidebar, I did put in my feelings script that is from Kinsey's Creations, and then just like a little emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. because I was in my feelings pretty much a good amount of the week, so I did just put that as my like kind of main thing for the sidebar. And then on Monday was Labor Day, so I used part of a box, or was this the washi? Oh no, this was the washi. But I used that as a background for the Labor Day script that I believe is from Rose Colored Days. And then I used a squared off quarter box and some balloons that are from Scribble Prints Co. and a Paper Bits Co. Bear with a cake to mark that it was one of my friends Eva's. It was her birthday on this day. And then I did, oh my god guys, okay. So I started watching Sister Sister. I don't know if I watched Sister Sister before this. Did I? I don't think I did. I think I was watching Once Upon a Time. Yeah, I was. Okay. So I moved on to Sister Sister after I watched Once Upon a Time. And I watched Sister Sister in, no joke, a week. It was one of my all-time favorite shows when I was younger on Disney Channel, which, fun fact, I always thought it came from Disney Channel. It did not, apparently, which I just now learned. Hence the reason why it's not on Disney Plus. Never knew that, but it is on Netflix now. But I binge watched it in a week because I loved that show. Still do. Still one of my favorite shows. So to mark Sister Sister, I just used a little emoji, a Netflix emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. for that, and I don't know. I love Sister Sister, and I literally marked it like almost every day, probably almost every day, but a decent amount of the days. And then underneath that, I used a Van Sticky Girl with some stickers to mark that I did make some stickers on this day. And then I'm still continuing my one Disney movie a day marathon, I guess you can say. So on this day, I used a fancy label and then a 101 Dalmatians script that I did create myself. Actually, I think most of the ones for this week I did create. There's a couple that I didn't, but most of them I kind of got into the movies that I didn't have scripts for, so I did start creating them myself. And then I used a little munchkin that is in a Dalmatian onesie that was off of a freebie, so I used that to mark the 101 Dalmatians. And then I used a grocery cart icon. Wow, that was hard for me to say for some reason. But I used that to mark a Walgreens run, and then also a trash icon. Both of those are from Scribble Prints Co. to mark that I took out the trash. Moving on to Tuesday, I used another icon from Scribble Prints Co. To mark that I did have to transfer some money. I have been kind of needing to transfer money more often lately, purely because also I'm still furloughed, unfortunately. You guys know that for the most part. Again, I work at Disneyland, so a lot of you guys tend to know that. But essentially with unemployment, all your money goes to a Bank of America, like, unemployment account, if that makes sense, at least for me. And I don't have Bank of America, so I have to always transfer the money. I finally, don't ask me why, after like 4 months of this, I finally set up automatic payments, but I always had to transfer money, so hence the reason why I had to mark transferring money pretty frequently. But yeah, so I did transfer money. And then underneath that, I had to wrap Eva's birthday present because I was actually getting a visit from her, and I didn't know this at the time, but also one of like my friends and coworkers, technically. I didn't know that she was coming. Like, I knew Eva was coming, hence the reason why I needed to wrap the present, but I didn't know the other one was coming, and she surprised me, and it was just nice because it was one of those things where you can kind of talk with these people because you haven't seen them for months, for like hours, and we did social distance and everything. We were all just standing there when we were all 6 feet apart, but we were all talking. Well, they drove together, so they were fine. But it was so nice to see them. And yeah, so I had to wrap the present. Sorry, let me actually get to that part. I had to wrap the present, so I used a Paper Bits Co. bear again to mark that. And then I did watch Mary Poppins, which I don't have a Mary Poppins script apparently, or not script, sticker. So I just used a Disney Plus script, or oh my gosh, sticker, not script, Lindsay. My brain. It's fine. Editing Lindsay struggling. Filming Lindsay apparently was great. Editing Lindsay is struggling. And then I just used the Mary Poppins script that I made myself. And then to mark the visit from my two friends, I used a half box and then these two fall girls that are from Pumpkin Paper Co. I don't think the haul is up of me hauling those, but it will be coming hopefully soon. I think it's a pretty long haul too. I am warning you guys now. But yeah, like I said, it was just really nice to see them, and eventually it just got really hot outside because they like they actually visited, I don't know, like maybe 12 o'clock or so in the afternoon, maybe 1. And obviously, we were like, I live in Southern California. September, it's still summer, and we still die in the heat. So it did eventually get pretty hot. So they left maybe after like maybe an hour and a half. But it was really nice to see them. And it just kind of made me miss Disney and work and my friends a little bit more. For the most part, all the friends that I see on a daily basis are people who I do work with. Like I have other friends that I don't like work with, obviously outside of work, but if that makes sense. I feel like I'm just kind of like, my brain's not functioning right now. I've been up since like 7 a.m. I'm tired. Don't mind me. But yeah, it was just nice to see people because I haven't seen them in 6 months, and it makes me sad. So anyway, I had a visit from them. That was kind of where I was going with that. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. And then I did get Dunkin' also, apparently. So I used a Simply Watercolor Co. coffee cup and a Dunkin' script to mark that Dunkin' script is from Kinsey's Creations. And then I used a paper and milk iPad and pencil to mark that I did create some scripts on my iPad. Moving on to Wednesday, I did mark Sister Sister again, so I just used another Emoji Binge sticker to mark that. And then I used a fancy label and a monkey, it's a Wonton and Million monkey, to mark the Jungle Book. Again, I didn't really have a sticker to mark that, and apparently I don't have any bear stickers, so the monkey worked. At least I think that's a monkey. Yeah, it's a monkey. And then the Jungle Book script is from Scribble Co. And then I did have a laundry day, so I used a laundry basket from Once More With Love and then a laundry script from Kinsey's Creations. I actually really need to do laundry right now. I feel like because I don't have to wash my costume, I don't do laundry as much as I was doing. I actually cycle through a lot of the clothes that I have, and I actually get to wear them now because I don't work every single day of my life. That's the only good thing to come out of this right now is that I'm actually wearing clothes in my wardrobe that I usually don't wear because I usually just wear a costume, which is essentially my work uniform, every single day. But it's fine. And then I did clean the bathroom, so I used a Simply a Mess cleaning girl to mark that. I did take a half box, and then this munchkin is technically a moving munchkin, but I used that to mark that I did rearrange my bedroom. I did a full 180 on my bedroom. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and honestly, I just didn't have I had too much stuff in order to do it, but because at this point I had pretty much cleaned out every single drawer, I had decluttered everything, I had cleaned out my closet, I was like, alright, it's time, I'm gonna rearrange my room. So I finally rearranged my room. My bed is like on the complete opposite side of what it was, and I actually love the way it is now compared to what it was before. I just feel like I have so much more room, and it's so nice. So I did rearrange my room on this day, and then I took another foiled icon from Scribble Co. because we did get more back pay. Again, this is an unemployment thing. They did issue out an extra $300 for at least California. No idea what the rest of it is. And so I did receive, I think it was 3 payments on this day of extra back pay. So I just wanted to mark it because it was a decent chunk of money. I have gotten a couple payments since then, and this was back pay for like the whole entire month of August. So it was a decent amount of back pay that they have to give us. And then I used a paper milk Muro, or a YouTube paper milk Muro to mark a YouTube binge, and then the YouTube binge script is also from Kinsey's Creations. Okay, moving on to Thursday. First things first, I did put in sorry, I got distracted. Quarter box, and then another girl that's from Pumpkin Paper Go. Again, you guys will see that eventually. And then the sleep in script is from my shop. Oh my god, I don't have a shop. I literally almost said my shop. I don't have a shop, Lindsay. Dummy. I made it myself. My brain. I can't. I made it myself. Not the best. And this was also before I did have a silhouette, so it's not cut out the best either. But I just used that to mark sleeping in. And then I used a camera and a film script that are both from Magic Prints Co. Because I did do some filming on this day. And then I got In and Out as well, so I used this bunny that is from Once More With Love to mark in and outs. And then on this day, I watched the Aristocats, so I used a fancy label and this little cat that is from Odd Loop. It's off of a freebie that she has, which I really wish she would sell these. I don't think she sells them, because I would buy a ton of them, because there's some characters on there that you would never find on other sheets. So I didn't pick that up. I did put that down for it. Wow. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's purely just because I'm a little tired, so my brain isn't fully functioning. And then the Aristocats script is a script that I made as well. Moving down, I took another Paper Bits Co. little bear that is in bed and just laying down because I played a lot of phone games on this day. Like, I know I play a lot of phone games when I actually mark it in my planner. Like, that's how you know I spent literally the entire day just playing phone games. And then I used a stayed home sticker from Once More with Love to mark that I was also really bored. I think I was kind of slowly starting to lose my mind on this day, and that then moves into me kind of having a lot of anxiety and stuff, which is great. But I think I also just kind of got a little bit in my head because I was just so bored and had nothing to do. There was some things that were happening in my life. I don't know if it was exactly at this time, but I like found out some information that I wasn't aware of, and then also like I was feeling a little lonely just because of just like guy things and dating. I hate like saying it that way. But yeah, I was just feeling a little lonely on, I think it was this week or it was the week after. Not entirely sure which week it was, but I think that was partially why I was in my feelings, and I did have some anxiety for like 2 weeks, and now we have even more anxiety because of the whole Disney situation. But this one was because of my dating life, which is fine. It's fine. Well, not all of it, but some of it was. But yeah, I was bored at home, so I just used that house icon to mark that, and then I did watch more of Sister Sister, so I used a Sienna to mark that. Moving on to Friday, I used a emoji to mark a Michael's run, which was this? No, this was the fun fact. The first time I've been to Michael's all year. This was not when I bought my silhouette either. But I did not go to Michael's for a whole entire year, which was so surprising because I feel like all planner girls like live at Michael's, or at least the ones who live in the US live at Michael's, but no, for some reason this was the first time I ever went to Michael's this year. So I just used the emoji to mark that, and then I did make a Target run after that, so I used a Target script from Kinsey's Creations, and then the bullseye is from Magic Prince Co. I did make some pizza as well, so I used another Pumpkin Paper Co. girl to mark that. And then I recorded a voiceover, and this is technically a podcast munchkin, but I used that to mark recording the voiceover. And then moving down underneath that, I took a quarter box and then another emoji that is watching Disney Plus to mark Robin Hood, which, guys, I cannot even tell you the last time I watched Robin Hood. Hence the reason why I'm watching all these movies, because honestly, I legit can't tell you the last time I watched Robin Hood. I've seen like 101 Dalmatians, Mary Poppins, Jungle Book also. Been so long since I have watched Jungle Book. The Risk Cats, fun fact, was one of my all-time favorite movies, and it still is, so I actually have watched that like recently. But Robin Hood and Jungle Book, it's been a very long time. Actually, all the ones on Saturday and Sunday also. It's been a very long time since I've watched these movies, and it was just kind of nice to watch them again because I honestly didn't remember them. But I did watch Robin Hood on this day. And then I did pull some stickers for a spread, so I used a Lolly and Pop from Glen Planner to mark that, and the pull sticker script is also from Kinsey's Creations. And then I did have to go to Lowe's with my dad because we were getting some wood to rebuild their closet because their closet had broken. Their whole entire closet had like fallen off of the wall. And also I had to get a light bulb. So hence the reason why I used this girl from Stick with the Plan Co. With the light bulb to mark going to Lowe's. Moving on to Saturday, I used a Simply Watercolor Co. coffee cup again, and then Duncan script to mark Duncan. The Duncan script is from Kinsey's Creations. And then we did start rebuilding my parents' closet on this day, which I had a little bit of a panic attack. There's a whole long story behind it. Not gonna go into it, but we had a panic attack, which kind of sucked. Actually, did I have a panic attack on this day? I don't think it was a full-blown panic attack, but I was a little emotional and I was having problems. But yeah, we rebuilt my parents' closet, so I just used this construction, this technically the construction, like, occupation sticker, but I just used it to mark, like, handy stuff. That's from Once More with Love. And then I did watch Supernatural. I started watching Supernatural. I'm not very good with scary type things. I got to episode 15 and then I stopped, not because it was scary, but just because I have to actually physically pay attention to the show because I've never seen it before. So I might eventually go, like, get through it. Right now I kind of moved on to One Tree Hill just because I've seen it before and I can kind of put it on as background noise. But I did start watching Supernatural and I have no idea who this character is. He kind of matched spread. I don't know who he is. Maybe Freddy. No idea. I don't like scary movies. So, but I just used him because he is like a scary person, and yeah, he's good for Supernatural. So I just used that. And then I was feeling anxious, like I said, on this day, so I used a Munchkin and an anxious script again, from Kizzy's Creations. And then I also was super annoyed. I told you I was very emotional just in this whole section. So I used a side-eye girl from Fox and Cactus. And then I used a fancy label and a Winnie the Pooh from Once More With Love to mark that I did watch The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I just put Winnie the Pooh because writing in Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh would take forever. And last but not least, I used a Wonton in a Million sticker to mark that I was very emotional. That is literally definition of me right now. Moving on to Sunday, I put down this bill due that is from Crest Press. It is a very old bill due. No idea if she still has them, but I had them because I've had that sheet for years and they're like kind of obscure colors that don't match a lot of spreads, so I still have it though. But I use that to mark a bill due, and then I used a Glam Planner, Bippity and Boo, and a Glam Planner So Tired script because I was exhausted just from crying so much the night before. And you know, it continued on through this day. I then also did continue rebuilding my parents' closet, so I used another Stick with the Plan Co. girl to mark that. We did get Wingstop for lunch, and those little chicken nuggets are from Fox and Cactus. It's technically, I think, the McDonald's like sheet, but I use that to mark Wingstop. Also, I didn't have like a mouse sticker for the rescuers, so I just used, I think this is Gus or Jack, one of the two. It's off of the Wonton in a Million Cinderella sheet. I don't know which mouse it is, but I just use that because there are like mice in the rescuers, and I was like, this is the best thing I can kind of do for this. So I did use that. I put down a quarter box, and then the rescuers script is again one that I created myself. And then I used the Fox and Cactus girl to mark that I did have a panic attack, which, oh, it's been a while since I've had a full-blown panic attack, but here we are on this day. We had a full-blown panic attack, and just because I was exhausted from the panic attack, being emotional, crying, all the stress, rebuilding things, I fell asleep early. So I used a paper and milk to mark that. So that is everything for this spread. I'm actually really excited to finally be in the fall spreads, which is kind of funny because like you have this very purpley blue summery spread, and then it just goes into bam, oranges and yellows and greens. So I'm really excited for the fall, and I'm so sorry that this voiceover has been so like absent-minded. I don't know, my whole entire brain was just not having it. I don't know exactly what happened, but it's fine. We babysat today. I've been up since 7. I'm a little tired. It's currently 9 o'clock at night, and I'm probably going to fall asleep a little early. But anyway, I want to get this video up for you guys, hence the reason why I'm filming this voiceover. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am so glad that I am back to filming videos and doing voiceovers and uploading them and everything. Here's a little bit of a wiggle for you guys. I gotta get better at those. They're not that great. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already. And then also, don't forget to follow my Instagram. It's always linked in the description. Everyone on there has been getting like little sneak peeks of different things and seeing behind the scenes stuff. So definitely go check out that. It's always in my description, or also it's just Lindsay Morgan Plans if you want to type that in. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye, guys.